Today we're making 3 distinct breakfast sandwiches from 3 of the internet's most popular chefs. Each of these blokes have carved out a specific niche for themselves in the internet cooking realm. They each have their own take on cooking and making food. So today we're gonna pit them against each other to see who makes the best breakfast sandwich. In typical fashion, we're gonna start with the most involved sandwich from none other than the big dog himself. All right, so Big Dog Sandwich starts by cooking bacon, but he does it kind of an interesting way. Literally, he just throws it in the pan, and it looks like it works. We're just gonna do this. There you go. And as you notice, we got a nice cold pan. He says that this way, I mean, the bacon just kind of renders, and it's actually kind of a smart idea because it looks sloppy, but really you get some crispy pieces, some kind of soft, gummy pieces, which might sound gnarly, but it sounds kind of good to me. I don't know. I tend to like crispy bacon, so we'll see what's good. Get that going there. Oh yeah, look at that. All right, so some of them are gonna be done faster than others, so just, take a look. Boom, kind of crispy. That looks like it's done. We're gonna drain that off. That's done. That's done. These are gonna be curly, so I wonder how they're gonna be eatability-wise on the sandwich. They got some height to them. All right, so we got nice smoky lard. Don't throw that away, use that, baby. And we're gonna cook our sausage right in here. Smash burger style, right? So he used the bottom of his bowl. I'm not going to do that because I don't wanna wash another bowl, so swing, smash patty. Ooh, meat whistles. All right, let's see what this looks like underneath. Oh yeah. Beautiful, nice and crisp. It's a good whistle sound, got the meat whistles. Got our bacon and our sausage. Cool, let's set that aside and get going on the sauce. What do we got? Mayonnaise, I forgot.
2 tablespoons of mayonnaise.
Yep. 3 ingredients, 4 if you're including salt. Our chup, our mayo, and then HP sauce. I'm not gonna front, I've never tried this before. I've seen it at a lot of specialty food stores. It's huge in England, in the UK. Almost smells like a Worcestershire barbecue sauce there. I don't know, Matty seems to love it. Let's give that a taste. Just a little bit. Ooh, tangy. Malt vinegar, classic. We're gonna do about 2 tablespoons of our mayonnaise. About a tablespoon and a half of chup. Tight. And our wonderful, super tangy, crazy HP sauce. God save the queen. Uno, doso. Don't forget to season. A little pinch of salt. 1, 2, 3, there you go. That's our sauce. It's almost kind of like a, I don't know, he's Canadian, but like what is like a British Big Mac sauce kind of vibe. British Thousand Island. And that is our Matty sauce.
This is breakfast sauce.
Okay, now the last thing to do. These are just some crispy, straight from the freezer hash browns, right? That's what he used in his video. Mine are a little more oval and egg shaped than his, so I doubled up and I'm gonna kind of stack them on top of each other so they fit on the bun. A couple of things we gotta do here. We're just going to take some good old American chess, marvelously processed, we love. I'm gonna put a slice of cheese on that. Then I'm gonna take one of our patties, plop that on top, and then I'm gonna take another slice of cheese, plop that on top, and we're just gonna do that for all of them. Boom, bop, bop, and that's beautiful. Now we're gonna take this and we're just gonna put it in, a warm place so that the cheese kind of melts. Doesn't have to be super hot oven. Been about, I don't know, not very long, and they're already done. Look at that. That's that. The melty, ooey gooey specialty. All right, let's move on to Joshua Weissman's sandwich. JW, the self-proclaimed papa of the internet. He does his bacon how I do my bacon. On a tray, got 7 or 8 pieces here. 7 pieces here. We're just gonna pop this in a 425-degree oven for, I don't know, 10 to 20 minutes and just see how crispy they are. This is a very easy and clean way to make crispy bacon, so into the oven it goes. Do like 12 minutes, then we'll check on it. Well, that's going. Let's make a sauce. He uses a spicy mayonnaise here, classic. We got our QP mayo, We got our Worcestershire McDurber, and we have our Sriracha, which I'm pretty sure these things are like 30 bucks a bottle now or something. Luckily I had it in my fridge. Really hard to find right now. Oh yeah. First things first, our base of mayonnaise. There's a pattern here if you can't tell. Then a little splash of our McDurber and the Sriracha. Cannot forget a pinch of salt. That is literally all you do. Beautiful, looks just like the video, dude. We made something, guys. Simple, simple mayonnaise-based sauces, baby. All right, what was that, 15 minutes? Look at that, it's perfectly crisp, straight bacon. Get this draining. That'll harden up a bit as it cools. All right, Brad Leone of Bon Appetit cooking fame. Now I think he's doing his own thing. I'm like 90% sure, whatever. Pretty much the cool older brother of the cooking internet world. Vinny, why don't you zoom in here for a second? See what I did there? This is called Taylor ham. It is a processed pork product. Say that 5 times fast. It's kind of, I would say, like Spam adjacent. Now, I'm not gonna front, I've never tried it, but I'm very excited to do so. He kept saying how it's tangy and meaty, which is when you're talking about a pork product, to hear tang kind of freaks me out a little bit, but I'm, gotta be brave. All right, beautiful, marvelous processed meat. So this actually, you can get this on the East Coast, especially in like New York and Jersey. You can get this from like a deli. I was lucky to find it anywhere here. We're in the Midwest, we're in Chicago, so it's a little different. But yeah, look at this. Whoa, it comes in like a wrap. This is like very World War II. It's like a ration. All right, let's cut. Whoa, gotta be a little careful there. Let's cut a little slit. Yeah, look at that. It's like salami Spam. Dude, doesn't that kind of look, it's like a little, put a little face on it. Whoa, that feels crazy. It's got the imprint from its shirt. All right, so like I was saying, this stuff comes thin. You can get it sliced thick or thin, or you can buy a roll and slice it however you'd like. In the video, Brad seems to have the thin version, which it looks like he got from a deli because it's kind of wrapped in paper. So I could use a knife, or what I think is gonna work better, but we'll see. I have zero idea if it's gonna work, is a mandolin. Yep, that is what we're going for. So these are a little smaller than Brad's because when you buy it from the deli, they come in these massive tubes. Imagine our little mini tube times like, I don't know, 20. They're big. So the slices are big. It's almost more like bologna shaped, but we work with what we got. They will cook the same, they will taste the same. Everything is gonna be just fine. Okay, so the mandolin was working really nice at first and now it's not. So I think I can actually get some nice slices with this, just using a knife. All right, works a little better than the mandolin, so don't use a mandolin. It's kind of what we're going for here. Something very important that you are supposed to do when you fry up Taylor ham so that it doesn't kind of, when you fry bologna and it kind of has that air pocket in the middle, we're just gonna cut little slits on the 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we have little, I don't know, what is that like? Oh, do you remember Element, dude? Wait, is this the Element sign? Independent. Independent, dude. So yeah, the one through line through all these sandwiches is the greasy meat component, which this should do the trick real nice. Pop these babies in, and they do not need salt because they are quite preserved. Very interesting. See those slits working hard for us to keep our little crispy boys flat? That's what we like to see. It almost smells like cheese, like Pecorino Romano. Dude, whoa. Oh yeah, ham, right? It's literally illegal to call this ham, so they had to change the name sometime in the early like 1900s or something. I don't know the exact day. It's probably similar to the whole like almond milk thing, how they have to call things like almond products, Oh yeah. Very nice. Look at that color difference there. Tangy meat. All right, those are looking nice and crispy. They're literally little independent signs. Ow, ow, ow. All right, like I said, Brad sando is super simple. Only a couple things left to do. Cut up some tomato, cut up some iceberg lettuce, AKA shreddus. That should do. It's essentially, as he says, a BLTH, bacon, lettuce, Taylor ham. Get our tomato slices on. Beautiful tomato. All right, last thing for Brad. He puts no real sauce on his. It's just Dijon and mayonnaise. We call that Dijonnaise. You know, he, in his video, has a bagel that doesn't really have a hole in it. Ours does, which means it's gonna be a little kind of a pain in the butt to spread if I were to put the mayonnaise down and then the mustard down. So we're just gonna mix it together first. The last of my Dijon. And our beautiful theme of the day, mayonnaise. Mix, mix, mix. No salt, no nothing, just Dijon and mayonnaise. I like where his head's at. This is just a classic, simple, delicious condiment. All right, Joshy's eggs. We got a little double boiler situation here, which is actually a really cool and interesting technique to make a soft, small curd scramble. We have some water in there, it's coming up to a simmer. We're gonna take a bowl large enough to put into the pot but not touch the water. That's gonna heat up and give us a super gentle way of cooking, just like you might melt chocolate, right? We don't want any chocolate charring to the bottom of the pot. We don't want any eggs charring to the bottom of the pot. Egg time, 8 eggs. I'm gonna put like, I don't know, like 2 tablespoons of butter, give or take. Remember, these are soft curd French style eggs. We are going to go hard on the butter. Maybe 2.5. Your boy is a butter boy. No salt, no seasoning. We're just gonna whisk. Whisk, whisk, whisk until your curds look small, brother. All right, so once we get some nice small curd action like that, cut that heat. Add in our dollop of butter. Yes, more butter. Dollop of creme fraiche, tiny bit more. Chives, I like chives. And now is our time to season with a little pepper and our salt. Do not forget that, that's important. Just gonna whisk that in. Rich, baby. Oh yeah. There is our soft, scrambled, honestly kind of like egg custard here. Check it out. All right, Matty's egg component is literally just a French omelet. Again, super soft scramble, that light curd, almost gooey on the inside, no color to it. Yeah, pretty simple once you get it. Do it a couple times, get some practicing. 5 nice, beautiful orange eggies. Whisk that up a little bit, a lot bit. That'll do. And remember, French, so we're gonna add a lot of butter into our nonstick pan. About 1.5 tablespoons, and maybe a little more. Can never have too much butter in a French omelet. All right, butter is nice and melted. What are we on here? Like medium-low heat, perfect. Eggs in. Very nice. I am going to add just a pinch of salt. And just immediately start stirring that down. And I almost forgot, Matty uses extra American cheese in his eggs, probably to make them gooier, which is not French, but I'm sure it'll be tasty. All right, we're gonna just take the eggs on and off the heat because we don't want to cook them too fast. We want that cheese to melt. Remember, small curd, so I'm just whisking a lot. Here, what is this? Spoonulaing a lot. Can I get a smiley face? Nope. Nope. Look at that, not moving anymore. 10, 20 more seconds. All right, heat off. Let's see if we can get this thing going here. I'm gonna tilt the pan towards y'all's. There you go, little French omelet type beat. And of course, I'm sure you guys have seen all the YouTube videos already, but I'm just gonna hit it with a little burr over the top there. Make it nice and shiny. And for our purposes, I think that's gonna sandwichitize quite nicely. A little bit of salt over the top. Done. Matty style calls for cutting this in thirds. He made 3 sandwiches, so we're just gonna go boom, boom. Still really, 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 really soft and beautiful. Cool and tight. We're ready to build. Let's build. All right, finally, all of our components are done. We are ready to build our Be Fast sandwiches. Starting with the big dog himself, Matty Matheson. All right, starting with a little dollop of sauce on the bottom there. Hash brown / sausage cheese patties. Some avocado spread over the top. Hit it with a little pepper. Maybe a pinch of salt on that. One of our wonderful egg French omelet patties. I'm gonna hit it with the middle piece because it looks the nicest. This is already such a tall sandwich, dude. Crazy. To add even more height, some of that crispy, half gooey bacon. Boom. Boom. Some tang jalapenos. These are actually from my mom's garden. And pickles. Man, I can't wait to smash this thing down. And then finally, little sauce just drizzled on top there. I don't know why it's not on the other bun, but that's how he does. I'm not gonna question his ways. And wow. Thing's beastly, dude. Insane. All right, we're gonna make Weissman sandwich now, starting with this wonderful little brioche bun. Spicy mayonnaise, edge to edge. Some little caramelized onion action. Made these off camera. Super simple to make. Got a video on this. Just takes a little bit of time. Cool. Some of our crispy bacon that I'm just gonna go ahead and snap in half and make it work. Nice, nice. Our wonderful egg soup. Just a touch more caramelized onions to surprise us under the thin slice of cheddar cheese. And of course, Weissman, you know, dude makes his own buns, dude makes his own ketchup. So we're gonna go a little extra today. Just melt that all over out there. And that is the Weissman special. It's a cute little sandwich, I'll give it to him. All right, last sandwich we're gonna make is Brad Leone's, which starts with a humble toasted bagel. All right, so Brad's, we're gonna start with our Dijonnaise just right around the edge there. Minding our hole. Brad's bagel didn't have a hole. Doing our best to get edge to edge. He also didn't specify which bagel he made. I think his looked like a rye or a pumpernickel vibe. Ours is just an everything bagel because that's my favorite. Now the Taylor ham. We're gonna load this up with Taylor ham because there ain't much on the sandwich. Get that stuck in there, beautiful. We're going to go tomato. Always season your little tomatoes. I'm gonna go 2 tomatoes because that's what he did, and I like tomato. Then finally, shredded lettuce. No eggs, that's literally it. The Brad Leone. No eggs, but still looks pretty good. Interesting take on a bacon, lettuce, tomato. Okay, the time has come. Let's taste these bad boys. All right, I'm gonna start with which one I think is going to be the weakest link of the 3, which is definitely, sorry, Brad. Brad's BLT. It looks fantastic. This looks like a great sandwich. The reason I think it's gonna be the weakest link is because there's not really anything too breakfasty about it, right? Sure, you can have a BLT for breakfast, but I think of eggs and cheese when I think of a breakfast sandwich. This doesn't have it. He did mention in the video, pop an egg on there if you want, but I wanted to go with, you know, what Brad prefers to represent his breakfast sandwich, so that's what we're doing. He cross-sectioned his sandwich, so that's what we're gonna do, right in half. Looks pretty similar. Ooh, I'm really excited to try the Taylor ham. I mean, look, like I said, it's very bacon, getting something a little different here. I wouldn't call it a bacon lettuce tomato. Have I been saying bacon, egg, and cheese? I was saying bacon lettuce tomato. Whatever, I was kind of right. It's pretty much a bacon lettuce tomato, but I will say, he is right about the Taylor ham. I'm gonna have to hit this Taylor ham just like a little piece of it on its own. Yeah, it is tangy. It is salty. It's closer to like a Spam lettuce and tomato than a bacon lettuce and tomato. It's got that kind of processed porky flavor to it, which I personally actually really like, which is, you know, judge me now, but solid sandwich. I'm not doing this in any, I don't know which one's gonna be better out of these 2, but I know which one I'm more scared to eat, so we're gonna go with this one next. Good old Matty, the big dog himself. This is obviously a super tall sandwich. If you watch his video, his was tall as well. Mine's a little taller because I think our buns are slightly smaller. He was using like a burger bun dinner roll vibe. I'm using something very similar, but again, mine's a little tinier, so therefore, things stacked up more. Also, my hash brown's a little more big because I had to stack them like this. Whatever, we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna smush this down oh so gently, just so I can get my mouth around it. Maybe I could try everything in one bite, that would be cool. I will say though, like if Matty Matheson was to make a breakfast sandwich, this is very on brand. Super over the top, loaded, delish. I might have to do this in 2 bites. This is better than I thought with the bite. I mean, dude, the avocado. When you hear the term breakfast sandwich, you might think of just like a sandwich you eat for breakfast. No, This is almost every breakfast food on a sandwich. That's why this is to me called a breakfast sandwich. The bacon's nice, kind of crispy, kind of chewy. What I really like is the French omelet idea because it's kind of custardy on the inside. The sausage, I mean breakfast sausage, come on. It's got bacon and sausage, which is a little much, I'll say. Not that it's like overwhelming, it's just overwhelming. Yeah, I like a lot of stuff on this. It's got a lot on it. I mean, it's balanced. I'm glad it is because there's, again, 300 ingredients on it. So, Matty's, delicious, nice work. Okay, last but not least, Joshua Weissman's breakfast sandwich. I like how simple it is. I like the size of it. It probably looks the prettiest. Let's take a bite. All right, the eggs taste good. I think it's a really cool technique. It didn't take 8 minutes. It took maybe like 15 to 18 minutes probably. Cool technique. Custardy eggs are really good, especially with the creme fraiche. How could that not be good with the amount of butter we put in it? I like his bacon, it's crispy. The caramelized onions, that's a move. Caramelized onions on a breakfast sandwich, delicious sauce. But, I mean, I didn't want to say this before and jinx it, but my fear kind of came true. Those custardy eggs just, I mean, it's not built for a sandwich. There's no structure to it, it's just gloopy. And even if you stack them tall in the middle, press the sandwich down, you're gonna bite into it, you're gonna lose all that egg. But, you know, the sauce is nice. It's a classic breakfast sandwich. The one thing that's poor execution, the fancy eggs. But take another bite just to hit it again if I can. I'm gonna try not to lose anymore. Great choice of bread too. It's soft, it's buttery, it looks really nice with the egg wash. JW, you did good, kid. You did good. I mean, Papa. Just kidding, you're not my Papa. You're like, what is it, like 19? All right, this is tough because I respect each and every one of these people for different reasons, but that doesn't mean each sandwich is created equal. I guess we're gonna start with third place, last place, the weakest of the bunch, and I think it's kind of obvious at this point. Sorry, Brad. This is a lunch sandwich. This is even potentially a dinner sandwich. This is a snack sandwich. What it's not to me is a breakfast sandwich. And you know, obviously breakfast means different things in different cultures and amongst different people. So I'm not yucking your yum. It's just, I need a little bit of egg. I need a little bit of cheese. If I'm doing a breakfast sandwich, I want it to be filling and rich because, you know, everybody wants to start their day slowing down. All right, so Brad, I love you. Let's hang out, dude. Like, I would love for you to take me fishing. All right, Dad. Second place. I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty difficult choice. I think these are both kind of on like the same tier in my head of like breakfast sandwiches, even though they're very different. But yeah, second place has gotta go to Weissman. I like Weissman's little sandwich. Like I said, definitely the prettiest, best looking sandwich. If he just chose not to use the custardy eggs, he definitely would have taken first place. It matters what's on the sandwich, ingredients, flavor, everything, but the order of which you put, you know, the ingredients and of course the ingredients on there need to stay in place. It's just really soft, even with the crispy bacon, it's just a little soft for me. Eggs fell apart. Weissman gets second place. Which means first place goes to the big dog himself, Matty Matheson. Big dog, big sandwich. Some of you guys might be looking at this and being like, how could you choose this one? There's so much on it, but it makes it fun. It's a fun sandwich to eat. Like my buddy said over there, it's probably like 7,000 calories, but this isn't a health contest. It's extremely balanced. You got the crispy hash browns, kind of give it that oomph and body. Cheese, delicious. You got that meat from the sausage. The egg choice, amazing, because that French omelet, though custardy and soft, stayed together. Like, yeah, it squished a little bit, but it's not falling off the sandwich. Then, your avocado for that bright, fresh, sort of like fatty thing going on there. Everybody loves avocado in a breakfast sandwich. And your pickles. The jalapenos and the regular pickles just wake everything up along with that sauce, which is very tangy from that House of Parliament HP. I probably would have used a wider bun if I would have went back and I could, you know, go back in time and go to the store. I would have gotten a wider bun to kind of, you know, there's a lot going on here. But yeah, all in all, great sandwich, fun sandwich, deluxe Mondo XL sandwich for the big dog. So, Eddie wins. Woo! Ugh, Jesus. The warning should say it does come with a side of acid reflux. Well, that was quite the competition. Each of those dudes have pretty awesome breakfast sandwiches, and I don't know, I'm kind of inspired to make my own breakfast sandwich at this point. Sorry, I keep looking at the breakfast sandwiches, they're over there. Anyways, the best way to support the channel is over on the Patreon. It's literally 5 bones a month. Gets you exclusive recipes, access to giveaways where I'm giving away a lot of awesome things. I gave away like an awesome Japanese chef's knife this month. I don't know, go check it out. Come say what up in Discord, whether you're in the Patreon or not. We're all hanging out and talking over there. It's a great time. If you like the video, go ahead, give it a like. It helps us out a lot. Sub to the Chansky if you're new here. If you're not new here, welcome back. But yeah, I'm just a guy, so go ahead and let me know in the comments below which sandwich you thought was the dankest. Yeah, so until next time. Toodaloo.